So I want to teach you co-wholesaling so that you can get your first deal done. Yeah, I'm going to do it absolutely free for you. I'm going to just teach you these strategies. I'm going to give you the blueprints, and I want you to walk along with us. So I'm going to show you right here, right now, how to get your first deal done. Why co-wholesaling? Well, because it's how I got started 7 years ago with no money and no credit. That's the key. It's a fast way to get paid immediately today. You can be paid in as little as 3 to 7 days. You're working with other investors that have been doing this for a while, so you're banking off of their experience. You only need one side of the process. You go get the deal or you go get the buyer. It's really that easy. You build a strong partnership in your community like a syndication as you're going forward. So co-wholesaling, what is it, Zach? Well, let me explain it to you. Co-wholesaling is easy. It's this. It's when you're working with another wholesaler in your backyard or in a different market to come together and syndicate on selling deals. There's two types of partners you're going to look for. Ones that have deals that, obviously you want to help them sell it, and then ones that have buyers so that you can help, bring deals to their buyers before their buyers go buy from someone else. So what's the next step? Well, let's look at this. The co-wholesaling model. That's what we want to talk about. If you haven't downloaded your blueprint by now, I want you to go below, download all your blueprints, pull out your co-wholesaling module so that you can do this with us. You can move along with us and you can make this a reality for you as well. So number one is you got to start finding partners. You got to go out there, look for partners in the newspapers, online, find other wholesalers. Number two is you got to qualify that partner fit. Do they even fit in your parameter? Do they fit in what you're trying to do? Number three is you got to segment your wholesalers. You got two different types of wholesalers, ones that look for buyers and ones that look for deals. Number four is you got to set the ground rules with them so that they understand how you do business and how this system works and how you get paid. It's a 50-50 split. Number five is you got to secure your position with our co-wholesaler agreement so that therefore everybody's in agreement. We all know how we get paid. Number six, you got to figure out what you need to do at this point. You need to go find sellers or you need to go find buyers for deals, okay? Number seven is once you bring them to the table, you got to sign your agreements. And number eight, we get paid, okay? So that's the blueprint. There's obviously some more call outs in there to give you a little bit more details. But how it helped me get started, let's talk about that. Because as I was running my business, what I knew I needed is I needed to change my life fast. That was the first thing I knew. I also knew running a real estate investing business takes money. And what is that for? It's for marketing. We've got to keep our marketing running. And I needed money in my life, and I needed it fast, and I needed it now to run my business. I needed to have buyers, I did. I needed to have buyers, so I was missing one side of the deal as I was doing this business because I didn't have a huge buyers list going. So I started going out and finding other co-wholesalers who had it so that I could put money into my business right now. It's like the Walmart theory. I don't have to sell in high volume, just sell in bulk at lower price points. It is the reason that I'm here today, guys. It's the bottom line. Co-wholesaling put me in this business, kept me in this business, and I still do it today. The best part is I still do business with some of the people that I started co-wholesaling with years ago. It's like you build this relationship and you can't break it. I want to help others. People say, Zach, why are you doing this? Well, there's a bigger reason, and I'll get to that in a minute, but I really want to help others get out of this old school mindset because it's one thing for me to show you my success on how to do this. It's another for me to show you someone else's success who has followed my steps. I want to help someone else and show you the process and steps on how easy it is to do and make easy money right now. Okay? So let's look at this. I'm just going to say this because I'm sick of these so-called gurus teaching old school ways and thinking that people are going to go make, a lifestyle off of this. They don't work, okay? Students are getting frustrated and you're not getting anywhere because of it, and that's the reality. I want to show you how it is really being done in today's market with real investors. So why would I do this? Well, I'm looking for more partners, bottom line. And I want you to become part of the new school investors. Also, I know you might have the next great deal. And why not let me see it, right? I want to see it. So I want you guys to meet Brett. Brett is a gentleman that it was in my backyard. I brought him in. He had never co-wholesaled before, never even heard of it. And I'm going to take you on this journey with Brett, and I'm just going to show you how fast this thing can work. So let's go ahead and meet Brett. Hey everyone, it's Zack here, and I'm sitting here with Brett. Brett, say hi.
Hello.
And I told you I was going to take you on a journey with Brett, and so the first thing I want to do is I just want you to meet Brett. And Brett's a very unique individual because of his passion in helping other people, really not just in the real estate market, but in his community. And that's why I think it's such a great fit for you being involved in real estate, and because we help people all over.
Absolutely.
And so what I want you to do is I want you to understand that it's not that I know Brett. I've met Brett, and we're moving on a journey together, but we didn't know each other in the past at all. No. And even though we lived in the same town.
Yeah.
So
that's what I thought was unique.
It's kind of like things happen for a reason. But Brett, tell them really what you do for the community here.
Okay. I've been in vocational ministry now since 1992. And I plant churches, and I assist other ministers with their churches.
Well, and here's the other thing I want to bring to you. So obviously, that's something I thought was very important because it's important to me. I have a personal relationship myself, and so. But the other side of it is you guys are about to go on a journey with me and Brett through what we call co-wholesaling. It's one of the 6 blueprints that you downloaded, and one is the co-wholesaling, how I was able to get into business so fast and how I built so many strong relationships. Brett, have you ever been introduced to co-wholesaling or ever done it?
No.
No. So that's good because this is going to be a completely new journey for you.
No.
And that's really what this is about, guys. I want to take you on this journey. I want to take someone by the hand and show them how easy this can happen and how easy you can do this too if you just follow along with us. So, Brett, this is going to be a pretty exciting journey. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
He's ready. Hey guys, it's Zack here. I'm back with Brett, and if you're ready to get started, we're ready to get started. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
He's ready too. So here's what I want to do. If you have not downloaded your blueprint yet, you need to go download it right now. And we're going over co-wholesaling. This is the method that I used when I got started. So Brett, here's what I want to do right now. I want you to have this, and I want you to take you through phase 1, because at this point, we're at the beginning. Right?
Right.
You've never done any of this, have you?
Never.
Okay, so I want you to get out there and literally you're going to see how fast this is going to happen once you start. So in step 1, we're going to find partners. We're going to go to our newspapers, our penny savers, our RIA group, and our websites out there, and we're going to be looking for investors. People who have investor special, fixer-upper, and we're going to call these people so that we get into stage 2, which is doing the phone meeting or really setting up a field meeting, going out in the field and looking at their inventory so that we can explain to them what co-wholesaling is. All right? And I don't want you to get intimidated about that because we're going to put a script together.
Okay.
We're going to use that script, and that script's going to help us move forward. And a lot of other tools that are going to start to unfold as we move forward. And then we're going to ask them for their inventory. Okay? So we do all of this to get over to this, okay? To get on the phone with them to set this up, because the number one challenge most wholesalers have, like probably a lot of you, is you don't have inventory. Right? You may have a couple of people who have some money, but you got to get them deals, right? Because that's where the money's made, or at least you got to get people put together. So as we set these meetings, then we've got to start segmenting our wholesalers or our partners. We got to figure out what type they are. Are they the ones with deals, or are they the ones with buyers? Because some are going to have buyers that don't have deals, kind of like some of the new wholesalers out there, and some are going to have deals because they're out there actively marketing and they don't have buyers right now. And that's where we put these together, because what we'll do is we'll segment them into 2 categories, deals and buyers, and then we'll be able to start putting these people together to make cashola.
Okay.
Is that good?
Good.
So Brett, what's the first thing you're going to do?
Well, I'm going to start looking for new partners through the newspaper, through the RIA, and through the ads on the websites.
Cool.
And I'm going to make those calls, set up meetings.
Yep.
Explain co-wholesaling to them, ask for their inventory,
Correct.
and then I'm going to decide what kind of buyer they are. and go from there.
That's right. Guys, that's how easy it is. Is this easy?
Easy.
You think you can do this?
I can do it.
You can do it. If he can do it, you can do it, guys. I know that when I first started, I was dead broke, so I had to figure this out. Everybody was talking about the old school ways, go out and do all this marketing and find all this inventory. I just didn't have the money to do it. So I had to go out and build this process to be able to start my business so that I could grow with money or without money. Because I don't care what people tell you. Even as a wholesaler, you got to spend some money to do marketing. And that's what some of these books leave out, you know.
Right.
Now, you can do business and you can buy real estate with no money or no credit, but you still have to grow a business. Well, I'm showing you a way that you don't have to do that. So, guys, that's what I got for you. Go out there, follow this blueprint, start following along with us, and you'll see success as we move through this too. All right. Like I said, you should be following along with us because you can do this right as we're doing it. Just keep following along the process that we're going down. Start looking for wholesalers in your market. Determine what type of partner they are. You know, do they have leads or they have buyer? Qualify the wholesaler to know that you and them are on the same page. And once that happens, you want to set the ground rules so that you can move forward. Find out what type of inventory they have. That's probably the most important thing you can do right now. Is look at their inventory. Go see their inventory. Look how fast this is working. Guys, I want you to check out how fast we've started this process with Brett and how fast he's implementing it. Because Brett is already working through the process. And that's the best part. He's been working on the action items that we just gave you to go do, okay? He has called and he has called and he has called because you're going to make some phone calls as we do this. He has gone over the ground rules with the wholesaler he has found to figure out where he stands with them. So what I'm going to do right now is take you on a journey with us, and how I'm going to do this is I'm going to take you out in the field with Brett. So I want you guys to come with me, come with Brett. Let's go out in the field, and so that you can see exactly how this is unfolding and how things are happening so fast. And really, once you start explaining co-wholesaling to other people, how easy they're going to jump on board. So let's go out in the field. Hey guys, it's Zack Childress here. I'm back here with Brett. We're on another great deal. We're also still talking about co-wholesaling, and so as we're moving through this process and this training formula that we're going through, well, Brett was still dialing away, and he found another gentleman who was a wholesaler who was also interested in co-wholesaling. And so what we're going to do is we're going to come out and meet him. His name's Steve Payne here in the local market. He has this great deal, so we came out and met on the property. So let's come meet Steve real quick. Guys, I want you to come over here and meet Steve Payne. Steve Payne, say hi to everybody.
Hello.
And Steve's here. He's a local investor. He's got many hats he wears. But along the way, as we were working with Brett, and in the co-wholesaling module, it says find your partners. You know, I think it's step 3. Find your partners, qualify your partners. And when Brett reached out for Steve, he found a partner and introduced co-wholesaling to him. So Brett, just tell us kind of how that conversation went when he reached out on the phone call and met you.
Brett called me up and he told me that he had been introduced to this co-wholesaling. I was interested, and we made an appointment.
We made an appointment.
And we're talking about the co-wholesaling, and I said, I know a house that would fit right in. So here we are.
And we're on that house, and that call was when?
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
No, Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah. Saturday we made the call, had the appointment on Monday, and here we are on Tuesday.
Here we are on Tuesday.
Yes.
So, Brett, how easy was that?
It was simple. Really
It was
easy.
very simple.
Really easy.
So see, this is what I'm trying to explain to all you, and I want you to get this, that if you don't have properties and you don't have buyers, it doesn't mean that you can't go out and do this business. You just got to go out and find guys like Steve Payne in your backyard, and then once he has inventory for you, then you go out and find other wholesalers who have buyers, and then so we can then start putting parties together, and we can start co-wholesaling deals. And what we're going to do next is we're going to walk Brett through finding his own buyers, so that now Brett can bring his own buyers to Steve Payne's deals, and then he can just co-wholesale directly with Steve Payne. Guys, this is what those blueprints are for. This is why we're shooting this. This is not a hard thing. This is not 30, 60, 90 days out to get paid. This is instant gratification because you're out there, you're making the calls, and you're creating partnerships like this. I mean, this is an amazing thing. I mean, would you say this is a pretty cool strategy?
Pretty cool.
He loves it. He just got introduced to it.
Pretty cool.
He thinks it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. It's how I started. It's how I made a lot of money before I started buying and holding real estate. So stay with us because we have lots more to come. Thank you. All right, so we're back. What an amazing thing, right? We just met Steve, and he was totally psyched and totally on board with it, and he had never even heard of it neither. So how important is this meeting? The meeting is literally everything, okay? We haven't even been doing this for that long at all. I mean, we're just days into this with Brett, and he's already moving forward. So we've already got some inventory that we can start looking at. We were on one of them already with Steve, so we know that one, and then Brett's already found more. These are the type of things that you have to do. You got to go see that inventory. Things are moving along really quickly, and they'll do the same for you. Just follow our process, okay? We've already found other wholesalers that are willing and able to do co-wholesaling with us. They're completely on board with this. Setting the meeting with your partner, your co-wholesaler, is very important to be able to lay the ground rules and see if they have inventory for or buyers, and that's why we want to go out and meet with them. Once we get our phone meeting in place, let's schedule the meeting and go do this. Going to see the inventory is a must, okay? It puts you on a neutral ground with them. They're out there, they're emotional, they know they need to sell the house. Go get to the inventory and let them know what you do. What is the next step? Let's think about that. Well, it's finding co-wholesalers with buyers, and it's finding your own buyers, and that's the key right here. That's the journey I want to take you on. So the actions for a new school investor, phase 1, is this. So follow along and write this down. That's important. Start looking for wholesalers. Qualify the wholesalers. Determine what type of partner they are, and then you need to set the ground rules with them about what you're going to be doing. Find out what type of inventory they have so that you obviously know what you're going to be looking at to help get rid of it. And then it takes us to the next step, and that next step is apply these action steps. So I'll see you. Keep your eyes open because the next one's even that much better.